Whoa. Good boy. Stand. That's good.
Shire Colt, nice horses. He's 14 months old, I think, and he's just learning, not really mouthing him as such, just getting a nice soft rubber, side reins on, because he's going to go for stallion grading, you know, or colt grading. So he's very dirty because he's just rolled in all his muck and everything in his stable, but that don't stop us training him. Then he'll be washed and put away. So what we want him to do is just, so what Ree's going to do now is stand in front of him, walk back, tell him to stay where he is. That's it. And then he's got to walk towards her a couple of paces and stop on command. That's beautiful. You see? That's it. And again, if you do that 3 times up this front of this building. That's good. Now the reason we're doing it in the yard and not across the road, we will put him over the road and do this. So she wants to get him on her voice, that's what she wants to do. That's it. See, she's not touching him now and he's back in them 2 paces. That's what you want it to do. Get off, just off the voice, and a slight indication from that. That's it, lovely. That's it. So you mustn't, when you've got side reins on horse, you must never have them hard pulled back. I know people do that. It's the worst thing you can do. Make horse hard mouthed. All he's got is a soft piece of rubber, very soft. You can tie it in a knot. Now this is this is a bit of like he wants to cuddle from Ree, you know, and he's got to distinguish between work and play, you know. So she'll make him stand there again. You can see Ree walking away there, and there he is there. That's it. Now this is the reason we're doing it here as well in the yard, is that's the stable door, obviously, to go into the barn. Well, that's a big magnet for him. He goes, what are we doing out here? I'll go back and eat some of that haylage, you know, what do I want to do this for? So that's what we're doing, is make that little bit of attention. Then what we'll do is do it with the door open. Yeah. So now she's going to take him right up the top of the yard to the gate, the front gate. Yeah. Stop him a couple of times on the way and then trot him back. So he won't go past her. He'll always stay just at her shoulder there. So that bit of the, so when she stops, he stops. You see, there's no shouting, hollering, smacking, doing anything. That's it. And he don't want too much praise, this horse, because it confuses him just at the moment, yeah? So when she says, well, he just stops, yeah? Can you see? So we've left that cone, for instance, a few carts laying about. Obviously, we could tidy everything up. He's got to have some distraction, some things to look at. When he's being graded, he'll have lots of things to look at. But if we try to do this across the road now, with all the ribbons, the flags blowing, all that stuff, we wouldn't get his concentration. So this is going to be the challenge now, whether she can get him to trot. So, okay. That's good, lovely. Now each time she does this, each time she does that, that's lovely. Now you can see a lot of people with sticks and, you know, stuff, and someone else chasing them's no good. He's got to do it for her. Yeah. And that's how he's got to do it. There's no point in him doing it because he's being chased up. Yeah, so we just get a trot out of him as soon as she can. That's it. So this bit's beautiful. When she stops, he stops. Watch. Lovely. No pouring the ground, nothing. Well, trot him the rest of the way now. And straight back at the trot, Ree, as soon as you can get him to it. This is very difficult because we've got side reins on. That's lovely. Beautiful. And this is all Ree's work, not mine, because he favours Ree. So to get the best out of this colt, it's better that he goes with someone he favours, likes. He's playing with her, really. He's thinking, you run and I'll run with you. Now look, you see? So I'm not doing anything here to you know, to encourage him to go in any way. So the side reins, he's saying, hang on a minute, what do you want me to do here? Can I trot with this, or do I want to point my nose? Would I be more comfortable? He's just got to do. And again, when you're ready, nice trot up like that, Ree. Be lovely. So this is, you know, Ree's work. And as I say, he favours Ree. Use that to our advantage. Funny enough, it's a lass that owns him, which is even better. When you do one now, Ree, if you could do an emergency stop type thing, you know, when you're trotting him, just tell him walk and see if he's listening to us now. So you see the magnet at the door, what we're talking about. Once he's past it, he's fine. That was nice. That make a lovely horse, this will. Nice. That was good. So he's a great big horse for her to stop. He's not doing it because he's got a chimney in or anything like that. Great iron bit in his mouth, you know, bearing down on his bars. He's just got a soft piece of rubber. And if he'll do that, I'm over the moon. So we hung that ball up there, for instance, yeah. So that's something something for him to look at. But see, he loves Ree. I'm not saying he don't dislike me. I'll groom him, do whatever. But Ree can get more out of him. And what you got to be as a trainer, you got to accept that you know, quite often you find that, you know, someone else will have a better effect. You know, better relationship. And he really does like her, you know. But it's probably because, to a certain extent, he's you know, he's got a girl that owns him and loves him and that. So, yeah. But then just tell him there to stand. Just drop all your rope on the floor, all the lot, and just tell him to stand.
Stand still.
So there he is standing there, and there's Ree there. We can't call him on now, so just unclip him now and see if he'll come off the voice. So we're just going to take this rope off him, this lead rope. He's confined within the yard. We can catch him easy enough. But we're just going to see if we can and call him to you.
Walk. Walk. Walk.
Come a little bit closer to him, just touch his nose. You know, come right up close to him, touch his nose, give him a lead off. That's it. That's it, and again he's going to do it. That's it, and again. That's it. Walk backwards. He's getting confused now. The other thing we're doing with him. That's it. Tell him walk. That's it. Walk away from him. Leave him just there. That's it.
Stand still. Good boy. Albert, walk. Walk. Come on. Walk.
So he's listening. He's using his ears. He's just a little confused. Yeah. So we're going to touch him again.
Walk. Come on.
That's it.
Walk.
So what we're going to do now is just going to show you. He's going to. Come on, baby. Good boy. I've got this pad very loose on here. It could be tighter. Obviously, it's got another hole or two. And I haven't put any crooper on him. Yeah. So that he'll do it just with a roller. And then we can always put a crooper on. But if we stand him up square now, and then just get him to pull out, this is the other thing we're doing for him next time he's graded, you know, next time they look at him. So this is the other thing we're doing, in teaching him to show himself off, yeah? So we'll just ask him gently, whoa baby, whoa, 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 whoa. So we've been picking his feet up. Obviously he was good with his feet when he come, but he's try and get him square up behind. That's it. That's it. Turn him round the other way, Ree. So that's it. There, try him now. That's it. Lovely. That's it. Lovely. Stand. So you see here now what we've got him just standing there quiet with his legs coming down nicely at the back here. You can see, and he's staying straight there with his head there. His head needs to be a little bit higher, but that's just training. Now walk away from him. That's it. Now walk right round him.
Stand still. Stand. Good boy.
Now go under his belly.
Stand still.
Now, why would you go under his belly? You never would go under his belly. This is just a confidence building thing for him, you know.
Stand still.
Oh, that's it, lovely. So he's not arguing with that bit, but he's playing with it just enough. It's not tight on him. We're not holding his head back, yeah. When he drops his head very, very slightly and just brings his chin in, yeah, you'll see that immediately it goes slack, yeah. So just there, it's slack. You see the pad is not tight. He can pull the pad up. So we're not restricting. You mustn't restrict him when you put the side reins on. If you do, you'll end up with a mouth, you know, hard-mouthed horse. But if you do it like that, nice and gentle and soft, and take your time and a bit of patience. Now walk him up. Now, so you see, he stood out there now. You know, if he was all muscled up and he was 5-year-old, he'd look a treat, wouldn't he? You know, his legs back, showing his muscles off, his quarters, length of his back, etc. You know, his conformation, the way he stands to himself. But this is a baby. But if he learns these basic things now, he'll look a treat later on. And you just got to just do them gently. He don't do things for me as readily as he does. Oh, baby. He don't do things as readily as he would for Reed. So you see there, he just has done that to me then, which is bloody rare. But you see there, stand still, baby, good boy. You see that nice outline, that shape, you can see what he's going to be later on when he grows. Stand still, you'll see that. I mean, he's going to be some sort of horse later on. Yeah, real nice. That's it. Now, I can't tell him off for that. He stood there long enough for a little baby. I wouldn't growl at him. I wouldn't tell him off at all. Later on, I would. And look, did you see that there? He's just put himself back, or attempted to. Just move his other leg now from the front. That's it. That's it. That's it, you got it. Beautiful. So there's Ree's just done the same thing as I have. But as in a general rule, he just done that for me. Now he's doing it and he's standing there. That is uncomfortable for all, especially a young baby like this. A little bit uncomfortable, yeah. Stretching out like that. He wouldn't stand like that naturally, yeah. But to show your horse off and the muscle and the quarters, etc., it's nice that they'll do that when they're asked, yeah. The fact that Ree can now walk round him. So Ree's really trained this. I've had very, very little to do with it. She's asked me, you know, what do you think? What about that? But everybody trains different, and she's made a nice job. But his pad's not held back. You know, people say, well, that pad don't fit. I know what I'm doing. We want the pad nice and sloppy. All it is there just to hold the reins. We want no more pressure on his mouth. What's it? So go under him again, Ree. So getting him nice and quiet and sensible. Go right under him. Yeah. Now rub his belly while you're underneath. Can you see that? Yeah. Lovely. And out. Now push up with your back a little bit. Yeah. Can you see her just lifted him? Well, it's not lifted him, but certainly you can feel her underneath. Yeah. And all of that is coming on lovely. And he's a credit to her because, you know, she's done the work. I haven't. And he's a little bit soppy. No badness in him at all. He's just a nice colt. You know, a real friendly colt. He's lovely, gentle. But he likes to play and he bounces along on the end of that rope. So what Ree's going to do now, just to finish off, she's going to put a short rope on him. You know, a lead rope, more length of things, so she ain't got to carry that other thing around. So we're just coming to the finish now. Just going to get this short rope. Well, they're quite long, our ropes we use, but they're shorter than that great big long one. So and now she's going to take him up, trot him up and down, and that's him done for the day. So he's got to walk up first and stop when he's told. Okay, stop him, Ree. That's perfect, nice and straight and square to the handler. Up again. And again. That's what we want, that's lovely. Just doing as he's told. Up to the, see, what you want to do is not really what you tell him, what you asked him. Kid him, cajole him. We've got a much bigger brain than a horse. It's about time we used it when we're training. So what he's got to do is understand. Now, you know, understand and be happy and like that. You don't need all this smacking and whacking and bullying at all. If you just kid them along, they'll do anything for you. Yep. So that's beautiful. We'll see him stand there like that. So if a judge was looking round him, he's got plenty of room to come round him, have a look at him, and the horse is behaving himself. Don't mind being touched anywhere, you know, which is another very important thing, that you can do anything with him, basically. Okay, so if you can trot him up, Bree. One more trot up for me, come past these gates now. Come on.
Trot. Come on, babe. No, come on. Trot. Up.
We've got a training area down the bottom where we could do this, but you've got to have some stuff around. Some rubbish, harness, and everything lying around, as it is on a normal day. You know, where we're working, but we could wash the yard down, have it all pristine and like that, pack everything away and have a clear run. He needs a few things to distract. If we tried to do this across the road with the flags going, I don't think we'd get his attention, but we will do it across the road, and he'll be fine. But he needs to do it here first to understand what's being asked of him, not what he's being bullied into, what he's being asked of him. And he's a nice horse, this is going to make a nice horse, look. Big flat knees, look. So that's lovely. So we've got Albert here, I'm just going to show you so you understand. He's got a bit in his mouth, very, very soft rubber, yeah? Then what he's got is these side reins here, you can see. But there are no weight on them at all. Yeah, this is important. See how slack they are, and they're connected to his collar, so he can lift his collar up, bring it forward, and so just so he's getting used to having that in. Because if you show him with a roller and side reins, yeah, that's how we want him. We don't want his head down there. I mean, obviously we pick his head up, but if Ree takes him off now, she'll walk him across, and you can see where we're at. So he's just leading sweet there. And he's going to make a nice horse, this horse is.
I was hoping there was a car going to come. Alright, Albert, walk. Come on.
You mustn't ever restrict their mouths when they're babies. A lot of people tie them back and all that, and it just makes them hard mouths. And they do it with a piece of, you know, an iron bit, which is obviously no good at all, or a metal bit in some description. Now he's got to stand till she says move. Can you see? So he's just standing quiet with all his harness on.
Albert, walk. Come on, this way. Walk.
She's only got to ask him. We don't pull him, see? So just ask him again.
Walk.
So he gets the hang of what he was got to do.
Come on, babe. Walk.
So this is his first time with these little side reins on. So one of them's telling me I can't go forward because I've got this on. So he's got to learn to go forward with it on. So what you do is take the head collar, see, straight away. He's used to that and he'll pick that up as a cue to go. Now we're inside the arena. I'm going to go up there because the problem is with this sun you won't be able to see anything very much, so I'll get with the sun behind me. So what he's got to do is do what we ask him to do. We don't, you know, push them. They go as fast as they can go. So you should give a rewarding voice. Yeah. He might find it very, very hard to trot because he wants to move his head forward, you see. Right, so we don't use whips and all that or anything like that, just that's all. Getting to walk, yeah. So he's never had any restriction, but he's not fighting, is he? He's not arguing with it. He's not feeling terrible. He's just saying, I don't think I can do this because, yeah? So, and again, Ray, chase him on. Good. That's it, lovely.
Good boy, trot, good. That's a good baby, good boy. Go on.
Now we're just going here. Yeah, go on. All right, now that's all right. Let him walk over that as well. That one, man. That's good. Give him a tap. Tap him up again. Keep going till he moves, till he gets it. That's it. Go on. All right. Go on round the other way. That's it. Lovely. Go on. And again, go on. So this is the first time he's had his bit in, you know, when a bit's being used as a bit, and he's just gentle on it, see? And his little head, see his head come up when he trots, ears pricked forward, tails up his quarter, he's happy enough. He's just got to understand what's wanted of him, you know? And that's a lovely thing there. If you noticed, we had to ask him to come over, but he was quite happy to come to me. When a horse is happy to come to you like that, it just proves the point that, you know, you're not bullied him or, you know, you cajoled him into doing things rather than, you know, you will do and all that nonsense, yeah? So you don't need no whips, see? All that's nonsense. When you do it all, when you hit a horse and smack him and sting him and hurt him, that's one fear for the other fear that he's got of walking forward or something you want him to walk through or go over or whatever it might be. So he takes the lesser fear. Well, that's no good. What you want him to do is cajole him, kid him to doing things. Perfect. Go on, Annie. Come on, baby boy. Plenty of time, son.
Good boy. That's it.
Oh, beautiful. You good boy. That's lovely. You good boy. Check them out. Go on. You never guess what he's done in 10 million years, would you? Only put it through his noseband.
That's great. Go on. Walk. Come on, babe. You can do it.
He's put the old ribbon through his noseband, look. There, off his head collar a bit. Come on, baby. Come on. So when he moves, it moves with him, can you see?
Here, Albert, come on. Walk.
Come on, my baby boy.
Come on.
Come on, little darling. Let's take that out.
Good boy.
Something on his side, look, we don't mind that.
Good boy.
That's good, I think there's enough there, isn't there?